Some people are happily jumping into like what I would call, the future, and other people are just like more comfortable with where things are now. We get to kind of do both. We want Perplexity to be available in like every possible manifestation, right? Where are people going to get information or take actions, whether they're on their phone, whether on their computer, whether they just want to use voice. We want the product to be available everywhere. And so there's a lot of like reinvention, reattribution of how the product works, which is very fun from a design perspective, because you get to sort of distill it down and then adapt to the context. So given all of that, why not build a browser? Why not build, hey, what are the most, used types of software in the world? Everybody that has a computer or phone is using a browser probably once a day at least. Why not be a part of that, and why not give people essentially a way for them to download Perplexity? Once they have that, it also just lets us do more interesting things, because we're not just contained within being a website. We can own the Chrome of the software as well.
How is this an expression of Perplexity's design philosophy and product philosophy?
From a design perspective, we really want to meet people where they are in terms of how they think of the world, in terms of how software works, how they think about information. And we actually kind of get to play in two different ways. We've got Comment, which is, it's just going to work the way that you think browsers should work. It feels very familiar from like a paradigm perspective, right? There are URLs, and you can manually go to websites if you'd like to. We also have the Mac app. Which is, I would call it an inversion of all of that, right? It's a layer that obscures the internet from you completely. So you're just interacting with Perplexity entirely, and the internet is just this sort of way for us to connect to data and research for you.